So our plan is to do what? Get rid of creativity on the whole. Right, it is completely wipe creativity out of existence. How you could do that? If nothing new is being created, then how are we going to live? If you're not being creative, then what is going to happen? Are we just going to wipe everything away and lie? Take away all the elements of creativity to try to let people not use their mind, try to not let people know who they truly are, try to not let people figure out where they really are, to know what Earth really is. We're gonna continue to lie so that we can get ahead in life. How many people would have to suffer and die for the older heads to reign more in their kingdom? Everybody had their time and the time passed, and in the time that was given, they didn't do enough, or they didn't do what they're supposed to do when they had enough time to reign. And sometimes people just don't want to accept that, because everybody likes something forever, and they get caught up in the illusion of forever. But if you get caught up in the illusion forever, then whatever your forever is going to be that forever. And if you're forever not working, you're going to cause a lot of people to fall and get caught up in damnation and perdition, extreme suffering. So you rather lead and pull a whole set of stars down from in the heavens and let them dwell with you down in hell, just to maintain your authority over them, other than relieving people at the prison you have them in mentally and allowing them to plant their seeds and throw their corn wherever they want to see what can happen. You want to control things, right? You want to keep things controlled because you know best. You know what tomorrow bring, and you know everything. So nobody can tell you nothing because you know. You already know. And to know is to die by. To know is to be foolish by. Only God knows by. You don't know nothing. That's the thing. I don't know anything, the only thing I know is what I'm hearing when I'm saying it, or when somebody is saying it towards me, or what I see and I observe, and I trust in God to put the right perspective on it immediately. All I know is my imagination. The only thing I know is my imagination. What I think about is all I know. I know nothing else outside my imagination. The only thing that is real to me is my imagination and where I live, which is in my mind. That's all. That's the only thing that is real to me. Everything else, we'll see what happens when we reach in the presence of it. But you don't know anything, man. We get caught up and deceived in this illusion that we know. And now we have children that are being born and they ain't even getting to live. They die in one time because they get in this concept. They already know. And they give up on life and they're choosing to run on this mediocre living where they're not really doing much and expecting a lot in return. We get rid of the creative side. Everybody wants to be an adult, to look at things narrowly. What about the children? This is why God loves children, because they are able to forgive quickly. If you brainwash them, they're able to forgive quickly. And they have vision for many other things. They're not subjective to just not doing things and saying, nah, me doing that, nah, me doing that. They feel it too big. They're open to everything. And this is what has happened. We're not open to a lot of things anymore. We become so closed in and boxed in. Some of us don't even want to leave our own house. We don't even want to leave home. We're living in so much of fear. We have so much of bondage. And as soon as you see somebody, or as great prophets sent, like where he sent Moses, he sent Isaac, he sent Joshua, he sent Jesus Christ. As soon as you see somebody thinking differently come into the mix, it's a threat because he's not thinking like everybody else. So something had to be wrong. He mad, he crazy, he's a lunatic, he's a fanatic. You understand? What is it with running down this one world order and everybody thinking the same way? If I wanted to be a minion, I'd audition for Despicable Me, and I'd go and I'd sing ba 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 ba. I'd go and I'd audition for Despicable Me, and I'd be singing the same song. My name might be Bob, because I'd be the best minion they had to be. Everybody want to be a Reggie now. Seems like everybody just want to be a Reggie now. Nobody don't want to be nothing different. Everybody just want to blend in. Everybody want to look the same, take the same haircut, the same tattoo, dress the same way, talk the same way, walk the same way, same kind of mannerism, no mannerisms at all. We get rid of creativity, dog. Every time somebody come to all with a dream, bro, anytime you go to somebody and you tell somebody something you planning to do and they don't believe in that and they treat you like shit and they act like whatever it is you were trying to express to them is not important, that could either make or break you. If you're not strong enough, you're gonna give up on yourself, and if you're not conform to the vision of that person that you shared your specs with. So you need to be careful. If you know you cannot take rejection and you can't take people telling you this not good enough and that not good enough, then you need to toughen up and get used to the program, because life is not fair. If you're really serious about this. But if you just want to be a Reggie, you just want to be a minion, well, cool, all fine by that. You do that. Nobody really want nothing. People just like to hold things on them as excuse. I know people who come out to me and saying, yeah, I wanted to do this, but them boy and them caused me to do that. What? You blaming people for your actions? You blaming people for your position? You blaming people? Nobody don't want to take accountability. This big word, accountability. Nobody want to take accountability for their actions. There are people out there blaming me for things that they did on their own. I had people come out to tell me and say, I am the reason they cheated on me. I am the reason they went and do what they had to do. I am the reason that they were doing that and creeping wrong and doing whatever they had to do. And as accountability, nobody want to take accountability for their actions. We rather play the blame game and pass the baton on the lies. And blame this one and blame that one and blame this one and blame that one. When are we going to get back to the core of creativity? When are we going to be more open to things and less subjective and objective? Let me just get rid of the adjectives. When are we going to live and stop trying to run down life? Because life is hell. I'm telling you, life is hell. Life is hell. And you just make that on your own. Because of your lack of ability to imagine, to use your mind. Some people go through life for their entire life thinking about the same thing over and over. Some people still stuck in traumas they had from years ago, and that's what so much years God get them to forgive people for that, and people 50, 80, 90, 100 and thing, and still have hatred in their heart for something that happened when they was 5 years, and they can't even forgive that. And then you have people like these with this built up trauma and these things that they're unable to forgive people for. And these people are the ones that are trying to be leaders and lead people through a society when they can't even forgive anything in their past. But you trying to move forward. How can you move forward living through the past? How can you encourage somebody to move forward when you have baggages that holding you down? Your foot, your shoes began to weigh you down and you refuse to lose it. But you trying to tell somebody else to walk in your shoes when you still have it on. I just speak with intention. If you're not understanding the words that I am saying, go and get a dictionary or listen and truly listen and you'll understand it. People vex with me because of the way I speak it. I'm telling you, this is real. Surrounded by fanatics is no joke. And I am one for if I call anybody anything, then I have to be one. And I must demonstrate the quality or the characteristics of something if I have to notice it in somebody else. And that's just how I live. Anything I say, anything I do to or for another person, I do to or for myself. And people don't live by certain laws like that. But we get rid of the creative side, the creative element, nothing new being made. So what we're going to do, keep recycling old materials. We're bringing up a lot of things from the dead that don't go on and we ain't focusing on life and we have now. What we're going to do, squeeze an entire generation to get them out of the way because we don't like them. We can't stand them. We find they're too extra. They're too happy. They feel they're better than people. What? If change is the only thing that is real, and we all like change, then why are we not encouraging change? Look what's going on. You see what's going on? You understand what's going on? This is what I'm trying to show you. We don't even believing in change. Because everybody running from change is like a dog that haven't bathed in a very long while and you're trying to get him to bathe again and try to run from you. You get so accustomed being dirty that the sight of water just have him frightened. But this is me thinking out loud now. Everybody just talk and say, oh, what I have people coming up to me and cussing and all these kind of things. For what? I don't know. All when I share in stories of my life and what I went through. All these things are things I've gone through and experienced. I haven't spoken about anything in my entire life. Because every time I try to talk to somebody, you know what they just tell me? You know what they used to tell me? Don't worry about it. Tell God. So then I started telling God, because human beings is waste of time. Trying to speak to them and let them know how you really feel. They don't really understand. Because they themselves can't even process their own emotion. Likewise, to come and give you any possible and positive feedback. You go to them with relationship problem, they're going to encourage you to have sex with somebody else. I've had all these things. No matter who it is, go up the road, parents come straight down, they encourage you to go and have sex and sleep with somebody else. To do all these things. This is the kind of feedback that you just be getting. And if you're not strong enough to think, you're not wise, you're not using wisdom, you're not allowing God to come inside of you and really talk to you and show you things, you're going to get caught up and you might run down them things and then you might start to have sex with everybody else, giving yourself away just so for free. Then like you say, run down money. Here the kind of things is be given. Sex, money. Go and walk. Go and do that. It's like you have a virus on your phone, but you downloading an antivirus to get rid of the virus. You downloading something to get rid of something. So you add into something to remove something that's already there. What sense are making? You lacking some kind of strength inside of you, bro. Like your ability to think positively on something becomes so hazy that you could only see it negative. You could only see yourself wanting to be vexed and mashing up everything. You could only see yourself angry. You're going to take something from outside to fix that. You're going to take drugs to fix that. You're going to drink alcohol to fix that. You're putting in something from outside to fix something that's an inside problem. No, you had to sit down with yourself and find that thought and ask yourself, why I vex? Why I want to mash up all these things? Why I so angry? Why I don't like this person? Why this person get me mad? What is it? Do this and that and run through. That working for you? You have to ask yourself, is that working for me right now? The way that I am thinking, is it helping me to move forward in life? Am I making any suitable? Am I making any positive? Am I making any impactful progress? But nobody like to ask. Everybody just like to assume they already know. And if you're assuming you already know, it have nothing I could do for that. Because somebody that already knows is already dead. It have nothing you could say to them to make them change their mind of what they already think they know it is. People walk up to me many times too. You stay home, you don't want to work again. How you could come to somebody and ask them a question, implementing a suggestion on you thinking you know what it is, or what it is that caused them to behave in a certain way. That's to be ignorant. You're looking for me to ignore you and walk off. Because you can't ask me something while suggesting an answer for something that you probably think you know when you don't know nothing. And when you start to speak like this, people say, you think you're this, you feel it better than people, you're this and that, and you feel it that, and that. No, this is a simple English. This is what it is teaching in schools. And only certain people just pick it up because people just pay attention. Some people just choose not to pay attention. And we stop paying attention for a very long time. For too long. And now when we find people paying attention, there's a problem. But that's how it has always been. None of the great men that ever rose in any society, any civilization, anybody that actually stand up and was speaking something that was making sense was loved. So me didn't even care. And all them fake love and them fake smiles and them fake laugh and shake hand and don't even hug me. Please don't. If I don't want you to hug me, stop forcing yourself to do it, please. I am fine with you shaking my hand. Please. You're forcing me to do things I don't want to do. And you know you're lying to me and you're fake and you're being a hypocrite. Don't do that. Please. Let me just respect each other. Like, really respect each other. If you have a different view and you have a different view, cool. But don't try to force your view of life on me. That's not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is talking in the present, and this is how I just clear my mind. This is how I just come back at peace, so that I could challenge every day and move forward. This is me journaling. And if this is my way of expressing myself, and I'll sing my song, I'll do my acting, I'll do my drama, I'll do whatever I do, I'll dance, I'll do whatever I had to do. That's my way of how I do my thing. Then that's my way of how I do my thing. Don't try to encourage me in your way of how you just do your thing, because your way not working for you, how it go work for me? You telling me to do something that you're not even doing. And we living in times where we associate wisdom and knowledge with age. So apparently, only when you reach a certain age, you could get a certain amount of wisdom and knowledge. Bull crap. Everything he hid from the wise and the prudent, he revealed to the babe and the suckling. You know why? They became too wise in themselves. They start to know too much. Too much and know as it have. Everybody know. Everybody already know. They know this and they know that and they know. I don't know nothing. We'll find out. We'll see what will happen when we reach there. When that bridge come, we'll cross it. I don't know. I didn't plan to make this video this morning. I didn't do that. I just woke up. I come outside and I do this. Doesn't matter. But it makes me feel good. I'm feeling really good. Of sharing my mind, because I never did it in a while. Because I said, every time you try to talk and you try to express something to somebody, they're never really listening and understanding. You go to somebody and you tell them something, they go in and tell you something about their life. Me ain't care about that. I telling you what's going on with me right now. And you telling me something about your life. And that's how we just think. You see that? That was ignorant. That was ignorant of me. And you know why? Because you go to somebody for something, the way they express themselves and the way they share their knowledge shouldn't be a problem. You should be willing to accept whatever is going. Because if you didn't want something, you should not have gone. If you didn't want something, you should not have asked. And that's why people stop asking too, because there were people that just get them things. So when they ill-treat it and they don't appreciate it, or they don't take it serious, they're going to be like, I never asked for that. It's so mediocre. So mediocre. People just want to, what's the problem? So what if I take my time and pay attention to what I'm wearing before I go to work? Why is that a problem? Why this is a problem for me to pay attention to where I'm walking? Why this is a problem for me to actually acknowledge people at the side of the road when I walk in through the streets and say good morning and evening? Why is it a problem for me to say thank you and blessings? You understand? But we're living in a world full of knows. Everybody knows. So I guess they already know. I say now zoo 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 and a yum yum yum. They want the fellas with the tattoos and the brand new guns. They don't want a gentleman to come and lock them down because they think staying at home is no fun. A lot of people fall in love while I'm unconcerned, but then they crash and they burn, but I guess they live and learn. They still sign contracts on legal terms just to make sure everything confirmed. Take it easy, innit?